Hi everyone, my name's Kate Kaltoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm going to share with you how to create this really cute gift card holder. It uses the envelope punch board to create this unique edge, and there's kind of a little tab that holds it all together. You open it up, you have your sentiment on the inside, and of course your favorite coffee shop gift card on the inside. Or whatever other gift card there might be out there. And so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I did was a little research. I had gotten a card similar to this in a swap, and I went online and discovered that I think Glenda Culkins was the original maker of a card similar to this, but she sort of just did a fold over, and I knew with lots of customers doing this card at my classes, I needed to have a score line here. So I discovered that if I cut my paper at 4 1/4 by 10 7/8 and scored it at 4 1/4 by 9 1/2, it was perfect. I knew that it would fit perfectly without any kind of a gap when the card was closed. And so this is what I did, and I really like the results, so I'm going to share that with you. And then of course on the inside I've already gone ahead, I've stamped the sentiment just to save us a little time. We are going to make the gift card holder part first, so we're just going to, we put a little sticky strip down here at the bottom, and we're just going to fold that up into a little pocket for our gift card holder. So that can just be folded up, and we are done with that segment of the card. Now this top part where there's going to be a cute little flap holding it in there, we need to use our envelope punch board. And so what I did is I just put this is the 4 1/4 inch side by 4 1/4 inch. You notice it's squared off right here. I just set it in here right up to the 1 inch line and made a punch. And then I just flipped the paper over, again lined it up with the 1 inch punch mark and pressed down. And here we have our cute little tab that's going to secure the card to our sentiment that we're going to put right here. And so that's the base of the card. Very simple, very easy. And then of course we're going to need, as you noticed in this card here, I'll bring it back into the picture, we're going to need all of this stuff to decorate it. So I have Island Indigo circle that I cut out using the number 8 circle. So if you label them all 1 through 8, starting with the middle, the number 8 circle works perfectly for this card. And then I ran it through the Big Shot machine with the Petals of Plenty embossing folder. And so what we're going to do is just close this up, tuck this under, and then I can go ahead and set this on here and just glue that down. The reason I like to have this tucked under is that way I make no mistake in where this is going. So right like that, we're just going to center it between those two areas and then this area here. So that is secure. The next thing that we have on tap is I've gone ahead and on pieces of scrap paper I've just used Island Indigo ink and stamped the poinsettia on the smoky slate and on the Island Indigo paper, and I used Island Indigo ink. Then we're just going to put a little bit of glue right here on each of these flower petals, and we're going to line up our little center part of our poinsettia. And we can, one reason I just love to use glue is because then you can just wiggle it perfectly into place, and that looks very nice. The next step is to go ahead and put this on our card. So we're just going to need maybe 4 dimensionals or so just to stabilize it as we set it onto our card. So we'll go ahead and get the little peelies off. There we go. And then we're going to bring our card back into the picture. And I think we're just going to set that on here. And you want to make sure now that when you put your flower on, you make sure that there's an open area here, because that's where our tab is going to go. So try not to set it like this where there's a flower pointing straight down, because then that part of the flower is going to get covered up by the sentiment that we're going to put in that section. So I went ahead and I'm just doing it like this because I know that this little gap will leave room for my sentiment. So let's bring the sentiment into the picture. Again, it's just stamped with Island Indigo ink onto a piece of smoky slate scrap. I've cut it out with the Apothecary Accents, and of course use my magnetic cutting plate, which is just a joy to use. It's just the funnest product. If you don't have one and you do have a Big Shot, and you love to use framelits, I would highly recommend getting that magnetic cutting plate, or put it on your birthday place, your Christmas wish list, and have someone get it for you that really wants to purchase you a present but doesn't know what to get you. That'd be the perfect Christmas present. Okay, so now you may have noticed I only put dimensionals on the very bottom part. We do need a little stripe here. I think that stripe adds a lot. So I have I think it's a 3/8 inch strip cut that we're going to line up right where these tabs come down here. So let's go ahead and get some glue on this, and I made it a little bit longer so that I have a handle. So where my thumb is kind of my handle, and then I'm going to place this right like that on my card and just smooth it into place. And again, I'm bumping it up right to where these tabs come. Then I'm going to flip it over, and we're just going to trim it even with the edge here. Now we know exactly where to put our sentiment. We're just going to set that in about right here. See? We have it right in the middle, and it's just perfect. And our card is almost complete. The only thing we need to do is add this little bit of embellishment. Now, in the sample picture that I have on my blog, I used a Frosted Details embellishment. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, it's one of those, well, let's see, do I have it here? Here it is. I used one of these really cute embellishments from the Holiday Mini Catalog, but mine are in back order, so I had to quick come up with a different idea. And so I actually almost like this better. What I did is I took the Boho Blossom Punch, and using some little scraps of the silver shimmer, the silver glimmer paper, I went ahead and just did it like this, and I love it. So we're just going to put glue dots on this piece of silver glimmer, just like that. We're just going to set that right here in the middle of our flower. See, look how nice. Each one of these peaks radiates into a flower, into one of the sections between the flowers. Love that. And then we're going to take our paper piercer, and we're just going to take one of our jumbo rhinestones, and we can just set that right in the middle like this, and it's complete. Very sparkly, very fun. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial from Kate Kaltoff and Stamping to Share. Have a great day, and thanks so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.